everyone, welcome back to another video with the Scottish Squirrel. We are a family of 3 and this is our latest meals of the week video. So today we have got these plant-based quarter pounders from the Co-op Grow section, and at the minute these are price dropped to £1.40 for 2, which I think is quite good because they were much more expensive before the price drop. So we've just got one of these with a bagel and some homemade fries that my daughter made. She just put some Mrs. Dash seasoning on them, some garlic and herb seasoning, and there's no oil on these. And we've just got some baked beans. That's all that we've got. Unusually there's no vegetable, but we've been eating so many vegetables lately that I think we will get away with not having one today. And my jaw does even hurt with eating so much salad vegetables for days and days that my jaw actually does hurt. So I'm just having a little break. So yeah, that's what we're off to have for our Monday dinner. So for Tuesday's dinner, I'm making a veggie pad thai kind of thing, and I've got some shredded red cabbage, some thin sliced radish, some sliced red pepper, some carrot battens and celery battens. I've got some onion that's just grated ginger on top, and I've got some of this really thin slithers of butternut squash and some carrot, and at the bottom you can see very well that there's courgette. And I just used this vegetable peeler thing here to make all the thin things like that, because these are like really hard to get soft quickly. So that's why I did them that way. And yeah, I've run it fresh garlic, so I'm just going to put some of this garlic granules in. And I made the pad thai sauce, not looking very pleasant, but it's got peanut butter, some vegan fish sauce, it says vegetarian but it is vegan, fish sauce, tamarind paste, some tamari soy sauce, and some of this hot chili sriracha, and mixed all that in. Oh, and there was some brown sugar went into that as well because it was very spicy and sour, so it had to have the sugar. And we're having it with these rice noodles, and I know it's not really authentic or traditional, but I'm putting black beans in it just so we can get a pulse in, and black beans are nice anyway. And these are the noodles just right ready to cook, and I'm just heating up a little bit of olive oil. So this is it cooking, and I know I'm not doing it in a wok because I don't have a wok yet. I'm on the lookout for a wok, but I just haven't seen one that I really like yet. So that's not too expensive either. So this is just how I'm making my stir fry, and I've cooked the rice noodles and they're just waiting for the veggies to soften up a little. Okay, so I think it's ready now. I've mixed through the sauce and I've mixed through the noodles and the black beans, and I think it's all ready to go. So this is it served up on our plates. The kids are having chopsticks, but I'll never be able to eat this with chopsticks. And there is still a bit extra, which my son will probably have a lot of that. And yeah, so that's what our Tuesday's dinner is, and I'll see you tomorrow. So for tonight's dinner, I'm making a spaghetti bolognese sauce in the slow cooker. And so far I've put in 250 grams of green lentils. There's going to be a lentil bolognese. I've added 2 small chopped onions, 3 celery sticks, and about 4 crushed garlic cloves, and a teaspoon of onion powder and a teaspoon of garlic powder, because that just gives it more, adds more to the flavour. And I've also used some oxo cubes, but these are meat-free ones. I've used 2 of these meat-free beef flavour vegan oxo cubes, and stuck a couple of ragged bits of bay leaf in, because bay leaves and lentils always go together, make things taste nice. And so now I'm just going to add some tomato puree, some of this tomato puree, about a tablespoon of Worcester sauce, and a tablespoon or 2 of red wine vinegar, and yeah, this passata, this carton of passata. I'm not sure if it will need these chopped tomatoes, but I've got them out just in case. And yeah, I'm just going to put this on medium until tea time, which will be about 5 o'clock or something. And it'll just be, I might have to add a little bit more liquid. I haven't made this recipe before. I'm making it up as I go along. So I don't know how much stock it will need, but if it needs more stock because of the lentils, I'll just add some veggie stock. So yeah, that's it. So this is it now. I did actually add the chopped tomatoes because I felt it needed some more liquid, some more chunky bits of tomatoes, because the passata makes it all nice and smooth and makes the sauce lovely, but I wanted some chunky tomato bits. So, and I also added a heaped teaspoon of the oregano, a pinch of salt and a little grinding of black pepper just to start. Oh, and a teaspoon of sugar just to balance out the tomato puree, passata and the chopped tomatoes. I didn't want it too bitter. So yeah, I'm just going to put a lid on that and set it on medium, and yeah, I'll check it after about 4 hours or something like that, see how it's going, see if it needs any more liquid. So it's been nearly 8 hours and the bolognese is ready, and it actually looks quite nice and meaty and very tomatoey. So we've got our pasta and I'm just going to put it out. So this is what it looks like on the plate, and our green lentil spaghetti bolognese, and I finely shaved over some Violife dairy-free cheese over, and I think I put it on my son's mat a lot, and yeah, that's what we're off to have for our dinner. So for today's dinner, it's the morning, it's about 10 in the morning, and I have put a black bean chilli in the slow cooker. I think I'm using the slow cooker quite a lot because the days are busy, and I just love the fact it just cooks and gets lovely flavour for hours and hours, and then it's ready when we want it. And I think I'll probably just make some rice or something with this chilli. And in the chilli, there's a couple of tins of black beans, 2 cans of chopped tomatoes, some orange and red pepper and celery, onion, garlic. There's the flavourings. I've got some dried oregano and some garlic powder and a pinch of cayenne pepper and a big pinch of cinnamon and some red wine vinegar, some tamari soy sauce, and I put a can of chili kidney beans. Yeah, a can of chili kidney beans, because I couldn't find any chili powder. I found an empty jar of chili powder, but I haven't looked at my overflow stock of herbs. So I had a can of the chili kidney beans, so I put that in just to see, and it's given it a mild chili taste, and that's perfect for my family because they're not too keen on very hot chilies. So it's mildly chili, and the onion was red onion, and yeah, that's just about it. Oh, and some tomato puree, and yeah, I didn't add any veggie stock or stock cubes or anything. I think it's quite a lot of liquid, and more liquid will come off the veggies, so I don't think I need to add any more liquid. So I've put this at medium for 6 hours, and I'll see how that's going. I'll see how it is then. So this is the chili now, and it's ready. Everything's soft. It's been 6 hours on medium, and then about 45 minutes on high, and it was nicely bubbling away, and everything is soft and cooked. And we're going to just have some spicy Mexican rice cooked in the microwave to go with it, and some of this sun-dried tomato bread that I made in the bread machine, and this bread is so soft, and it's just the best bread ever in the bread machine, so I'm going to put it out. So here it is on the plate. This is just the Uncle Ben's spicy Mexican rice, because we got a big pack of 12 from Amazon last year, and yeah, we just have to use them up. So this is our chili and our rice and our tomato bread, and my son's at a club, so he'll be having his when he comes home. So for today's dinner, I'm doing another one in the slow cooker. That's about 3 or 4 in a row, I think. So this is the start of mince and tatties, which is a Scottish dish. And I've used textured vegetable protein for the mince, which is like just dried flakes of defatted soya protein. It's just like one ingredient, so it's fine. And I've added onion and celery and garlic, and it's traditional you add carrot, but I've run out of carrot, so I may pick up some later and cook it a little and then stick it in, just so we can have some carrot, because carrot does kind of like sweeten a little bit of the stock. And I've added 2 of these meat-free beef oxo cubes and a couple of tablespoons of gravy powder, and I also added some tamari soy sauce and some Worcestershire sauce. The Worcestershire sauce was vegan, and a teaspoon of vegetable extract. Yeah, so all those just work to give it some more savoury, meaty taste. And what else went in? That's about it. And I'm going to add some stock, or not stock, just some water just now, because I added these, and then I'll check the flavour later. I'm going to add in this bowl of chopped potatoes. So normally you would cook the mince separately and the potatoes separately, but I'm putting them together in the slow cooker. And with mince and tatties, you want the potatoes quite chunky, so I've just halved these baby ones. So I've ended up adding 4 cups of boiling liquid and all the potatoes, and I'm aware it's missing the carrot, and it's annoying me. I was supposed to have carrot in it, but this recipe I'm just making it up as I go along just now, because I never made it in a slow cooker. So I've just added 4 cups because the dried mince will soak up lots and lots of liquid. So I wanted to have some gravy as well. I just didn't want it all dried up. So I'm going to put this on high for 6 hours, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So this is our mince and potatoes ready. It's had 6 hours on high, and then then I turned it down to low for the past few hours, and it's all ready. And you can see how meaty and savoury it looks. It looks just exactly like Scottish mince and tatties. So I'm just going to put that out, and we'll have some of our leftover sun-dried tomato bread with it. So here's our Scottish mince and tatties in a bowl. Vegan Scottish mince and tatties. And there's sun-dried tomato bread that I made in the bread maker. And I just spread some of this pure olive, dairy-free on. And I would have preferred there to be some chopped carrot, but I didn't have any, so I just have to suck it up. And yeah, we're off to eat this. So for Saturday's dinner, I have made our usual pizza. I just made it all in the tray, and the pizza dough was made in the bread maker and then put out and rolled out, and then all the toppings added. So it's just tomato puree, there's some vegan cheese, there's 2 different types of vegan cheese. I think they're both BioLife ones, and there's some sweet corn, because my kids like sweet corn, and there's some tomatoes in this bit, and mushrooms in this bit, because this bit's going to be mine, and then the middle bit will be my daughter's, and then the end bit will be my son's, because he doesn't like tomatoes or mushrooms. And they've got red onion, yellow pepper, can't really see it very much, but it's there, and there's chopped tomatoes and the mushrooms. And yeah, that's all that's on the pizza. And I've just boiled some green, well, they're called dwarf beans, but they're really big, so to have on the side. And we've just got some red little gem lettuce that needed used up in the fridge. So, never mind my son. This is it on the plate. We've got the pizza and the green beans, and yeah, that's what it looks like on the plate, and can't wait to eat it because it just looks so good and we're so starving. So I'll see you tomorrow. So for Sunday's dinner, I'm making these boxes that I got on reduced yesterday. If you saw my latest shopping haul, you'll see that when I bought these, and they were £5, they were reduced to £1, which I thought was amazing. And yeah, I'm just going to be making this for us all. And at the minute, I am marinating the tofu. As it says on it that you use just a chicken or tofu. And so this is marinating in a little bit of oil, because that's what it said in the recipe card, and some of the jerk seasoning and some salt and pepper and some lime, half a lime, the juice of half a lime, and everything comes in these boxes apart from the chicken and the oil. You have to add that bit yourself. So it's actually got a mango in it. This is some of the vegetables. So it came with the onion and the sweet potato, and there's a red pepper and a yellow pepper, and I've just chopped these up. And this is an edo. That's what it comes with, an edo, which I believe will be a Caribbean vegetable. I've never had it before, and it says wash your hands after peeling and slicing into wedges, and some milky creaminess was coming out, so I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I hope it will be nice. So once I've finished chopping all the veg that came in the box, I've to mix it through with this, which has got thyme, fresh thyme that came in the box, some oil and jerk seasoning, and I think a little bit of salt yeah, a little bit of salt. So I've just to toss all them through, and then I have to fry them off in the pan. It came with a recipe card, so I haven't went through it all, I'm just slowly going through it all. Yeah, I have to fry the vegetables, apart from Scotch bonnet chilli, which I'm not quite sure is going in anywhere. I think we might just give that a miss, put it in the freezer and maybe use it at one point. So I have to fry it for about 10 minutes and then roast for 20. And the chopped mango is to make a mango salsa, which makes perfect sense now that I've actually read it. It comes with a little bit of salsa. So I'm not quite sure. I don't think we're actually going to make the mango salsa, because the mangoes were actually quite hard, so I don't think they're ripe enough yet. So I will just keep the mangoes for another dish. And yeah, so that's as far as I've got now. We're feeding 3 people, so this is all. So I've used everything there apart from the mango, and there's a Scotch bonnet over there. So I've still got all this. Still got another edo, which I'm going to prepare because I don't know how long that will last for. And I've still got a couple of peppers, another mango, some more sweet potatoes, a red onion, a lime, and yeah, we're just going to use that for another dinner. That'll all get used up. So now I'm just going to put another edo in there and then toss it in there. And to serve with it, I'm going to make some Caribbean rice and peas, which is just kind of rice and peas. The peas are actually kidney beans. They're just cooked in like a coconut milk or something like that. I've got a recipe. So now I chucked in a packet of tender stem broccoli that I also got reduced to about 40p yesterday, so I thought, well, why not? I need to use it up, and it will probably be tasty anyway. So now I've just to fry this for 6 to 10 minutes until golden brown colour, and then transfer to an oven tray and roast for 20. Okay, and the tofu, I have to fry that off for about 6 to 8 minutes there, and then serve the tofu on top of the roasted vegetables, which sounds quite delicious. So now I'm going to get that cooking off. I'm going to start preparing the rice and peas. So this is the dinner already. So this is the crispy tofu with the jerk seasoning and the roasted vegetables under it, and I just boiled up some of the reduced yellow sticker green beans and some reduced sweet corn that I got, and that's the Caribbean rice and peas that are cooked in coconut milk, and it is so tasty. And that's just some salsa. So yeah, that's what we're having, and I'm really looking forward to eating this. So I'll see you. Well, it's Sunday, isn't it? So I better say thank you for watching Meals of the Week, and I hope you found some ideas for dinner, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one.